Hello class, my name is Brandon Baldwin and today I'm presenting to you the constellation Orion. Significance about Orion. Orion the Hunter is by far the most famous seasonal constellation. No other is more distinct or bright as this northern winter constellation. The famous Orion's belt makes the Hunter easy to find in the night sky. Orion is best seen during the winter in the northern hemisphere and during the summer in the southern hemisphere. Orion constellation is one of the brightest and best known constellations in the night sky. It lies on the celestial equator. The constellation Orion contains 2 of the 10 brightest stars in the sky, Rigel, Beta Orionis, and Betelgeuse, Alpha Orionis, a number of famous nebula, the Orion Nebula, Messier 42, D. Marion's Nebula, Messier 43, and the Horsehead Nebula, among others, the well-known Trapezium cluster and one of the most prominent asteroids in the night sky, Orion's belt. Location of Orion. Orion is the 26th constellation in size, occupying an area of 594 square degrees. It is located in the first quadrant of the northern hemisphere, NQ1, and can be seen at latitudes between plus 85 degrees and negative 75 degrees. The neighboring constellations are Eridanus, Gemini, Lepus, Monoceros, and Taurus, which you can see in the video or in the photo to your left. Monoceros is right here, Lepus is there, Eridanus is there, Taurus, and Gemini. What Orion looks like. And on the photo on the left is the constellation shown in a drawing that I got from Stellarium. Stars of the Orion is the name Rigel comes from the Arabic phrase Rigel Gaza al-Yursar, which means the left foot of the central one. Rigel marks Orion's left foot. Another Arabic name for the constellation is Ajal al-Gabar, or the foot of the great one. The star's other 2 variant names, Aljabar and El-Jabar, are derived from this phrase. The origin of the name Betelgeuse is not entirely certain. The last part, Betelgeuse, is derived from the Arabic name for the constellation Al-Jazza, which was a feminine name from old Arabian legends and can be roughly translated as the middle one. Orion's belt is one of the best known asteroids in the night sky. It is formed by 3 bright stars in the constellation Orion: Minetaka, which is Delta Orionis, Al-Nilam Epsilon Orionis, and Al-Nitka, which is Zeta Orionis. Saf is the blue supergiant belonging to the spectral class BO5. Its name is derived from the Arabic phrase Saf al-Jabba, which means the sword of the great. So an artistic picture of Orion, which I got from Google, shows Orion as this guy who has a sword in his hand, a tiger pelt in his left hand, and then he defeated it. And as you can also tell from, like I said before, Gemini is here. That's their asterisk picture of it. Taurus, which is the bull, and you can see a little bit of Monoceros, which is the unicorn, and Canis Minor, which is the little horse. So mythology of Orion. In Greek mythology, the hunter Orion was the most handsome of men. He was the son of the sea god Poseidon and Ural, the daughter of King Minos of Crete. In Homer's Odyssey, Orion is described as exceptionally tall and armed with an unbreakable bronze club. In one myth, Orion fell in love with the Pleiades, the 7 sisters, daughters of Atlas and Pleion. He started pursuing them, and Zeus scooped them up and placed them in the sky. The Pleiades are represented by the famous star cluster of the same name located in the constellation Taurus. Orion can be seen chasing the sisters across the sky at night. The constellation Orion has its origins in Sumerian mythology, specifically in the myth of Gilgamesh. Sumerians associated with the story of their hero fighting the bull of heaven, represented by Taurus. They called Orion Ur-Ion, which means the light of heaven. Their name for the constellation Taurus was Gur-An-Na, or the bull of the heaven. So here's some deep sky objects and planets in Orion. As you can tell, there's the Flame Nebula, NGC 2024, the 37th cluster, NGC 2069, and NGC 2023. And I got all these resources from Google and Stellarium. The other pictures are the Trapezion, Orion Trapezion cluster, which is really beautiful and shows you this pearl sky. Barnard's Loop, which has the red, which can be very seen easily in the belt, and Orion Nebula, Messier 42, M42, NGC 1976. Other 3, that are the last ones, are De Marion's Nebula, Messier 43, M43, NGC 1982, Messier 78, M78, NGC 2068, and the Horsehead Nebula, which is my favorite in all of Orion's constellation, as you can tell from the beautiful purple sky, just like Mount Union's radar color is purple. And here are my references. And that's it. Thank you.